There was a spirit there. It existed because we were a small community.
What they wanted was for each generation that came after them to be better.
You had that inside feeling that you are the person that's going to make a tomorrow.
Plato Price gave us the foundation to do anything we wanted to do.
A surgeon, a congressman, an acclaimed artist, and a judge. A sample of the legacy of a poor, segregated African-American school in Mecklenburg County. It was called Plato Price, and from 1915 till 1966, it provided an education to African-American children from the 1st to the 12th grade, who all lived in rural areas of southwest Mecklenburg County. Yet for the students who attended, it was much more, even when they had much less.
We knew that we didn't have much at the school. We were probably the poorest school in the county. Because if you look at our biology labs, science labs, math labs, we had nothing. We had no equipment.
But what they did have were educators who pushed the students to be involved in any and every opportunity, even when they had no facilities or equipment.
If they found out you had any skill at anything, you were going to have to do that, and they were going to try you out at everything to expose you to every opportunity that the school had available to offer to you.
Coming from the county, real county, where the toilets were outside, and going to Plato Price and having stalls to go to the bathroom inside was a big thing for us.
Ashford grew up drawing bees and bunnies on a farm with parents who were born in the 1800s and thrived on the education she received.
Teachers who could teach English, could teach French, could teach sometimes even home economics. Those people were the statues in my eyes as ladies.
At Plato Price, students had to be active and involved, from the glee clubs to tap dancers and majorettes, 4-H and future farmers clubs, the band, home economics, to auto mechanics and driver's ed. And many of them joined the school's pride and joy, its drill team called the Dotties.
Double to the rear by the left flank, right flank, pause to the rear by the squads move.
And then y'all used to say,
Ooh, and we look good doing that.
That team took the Cherry Blossom Festival national title 2 years in a row. One of 4 black schools in the county, Plato Price students had no gym for sports and no uniforms for the band, or very many instruments that even worked. Yet the parents attended PTA, expecting teachers and the school to guide their children forward.
Whatever good things you did were done in conjunction with parents, and whatever bad things you did and discipline you deserved were dispensed in the school and at home.
Miss Powell, who was one of the teachers there, was in my neighborhood. And Miss Powell was an honorable person. I think she was the first woman to go to Johnson C. Smith.
And it was those teachers who made an impact that charted the life paths for many.
They convinced me that the things that I was doing would not benefit me, and that school was to prepare me for my life. My science teacher, Ms. Garrison, is the person who planted in my head for the very first time the notion of that I could be a lawyer.
The final graduating class was in 1961. Then the 1st through 12th grade Plato Price was split up. It eventually became a junior high school, closing in 1966. But its legacy will live on in more than just the memories of its students. The land that provided a space for education for so many will now provide the space to shelter many more. Habitat for Humanity will build close to 40 affordable homes on the 9 acres of land.
The neighborhood will be called the Meadows at Plato Price, and that was intentionally designed to pay homage to the school and to the history there.
That history includes the future cardiac surgeon who had no science equipment, but would become chairman of surgery in New York State.
That's me on the basketball team.
The kid who always questioned the teacher, well, he became a lawyer and a congressman. And that little girl whose formerly enslaved grandparents helped to raise her, she became a nationally recognized folk artist with murals in airports.
That's me in the middle here.
And that kid who changed his attitude, well, now he presides as a Superior Court judge. And what do they see for the next generation of young people?
If they appreciate that history, they could dream big and realize those dreams.
Sometimes it takes a look back to chart a course for the future. For Carolina Impact, I'm B. Thompson.
We hope you enjoyed the story. If you don't want to miss any more great stories about the Charlotte region, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.